Jake.
And I'm Christine.
And last week we reviewed the trailer for Ridley Scott's Blade Runner, and in that video I mentioned that the year before we reviewed the trailer for Ridley Scott's Alien. Now we're going to review a trailer for a movie that many people consider a rip-off of Alien, although I really don't see it. This is yet another movie produced by the king of B-movies, Roger Corman. Galaxy of Terror from 1981.
Prepare yourself for the ultimate battle. Galaxy of Terror.
Good opening.
Oh shit. Killed by your own hand.
The ultimate horror in space.
Yeah, getting raped by a worm sounds terrible.
So yeah, want to talk about that first? Yeah, Galaxy of Terror is, it's considered an Alien ripoff, but aside from the look of it, it really has nothing to do with Alien. In fact, like it has the horror of this movie is very kind of supernatural.
Trapped in a living maze of terror.
Slimy. In this movie, it is not a great movie, but it's an entertaining movie.
Yes, it
Like-
looks that way.
It had a budget of only like $700,000 or $800,000, and it's at its heart a special effects movie.
I don't think those things are fun.
Hell has just been relocated. It orbits a burned-out star on the edge of the galaxy.
And there are some genuinely creepy moments. Like they really make you feel like you're on like a distant, creepy world.
Yeah, faraway galaxy, yeah.
And they have a lot of elaborate death sequences. Probably the most well-known, the one you commented on first, is this scene where one of the female astronauts gets raped to death by a 10-foot maggot.
The way out is death.
Oh, that's a big thing. Yeah.
It's a worm. And it's about to get really messy.
Gotta love the screams.
Yep.
Is it having sex with her?
Yeah, that's definitely something you're not gonna see in every movie. And,
Hopefully I didn't like fill her with little maggot babies.
well, they vaporize her immediately afterwards, so I guess they took it all down. But yeah, that scene was, when they filmed it, they nicknamed the giant worm prop Maggie the Maggot. So, yeah, I guess we have a lesbian worm rapist.
Okay.
And the actress was doused completely naked in all that greasy slime, which she said, like there was apparently no real heating on the set,
Oh gosh.
so it was freezing.
Oh, poor lady.
Ow. Watch.
Ah.
Another memorable death is the one with the severed arm. Do you recognize the bald guy with the beard?
He looked very familiar.
He was the clown in House of a Thousand Corpses. Yep, that is Sid Haig when he was, well, younger. I don't think he was ever young. And he doesn't get a lot of dialogue. He's just mainly there to look like a tough badass. And I'd say he does. And when he gets his arm throws the star into him, I watched that, I'm like, Sid Haig is one of the only people that can scream like a bitch and still look like a badass.
Galaxy of Terror.
That severed arm you see, there's a scene where they come across it and it's covered in worms, one of which becomes a giant rapist worm.
Ah.
And when they see the arm,
Maggie group.
yeah, the worms are all squirming around. Guess who directed that particular, like, special effects shot? James Cameron.
Oh,
Mr. Terminator and Avatar himself.
wow.
This was one of his first films. And it was actually his job on Galaxy of Terror that got him, like, his first real directing job. To get the maggots to squirm, like really wriggle, the severed arm had an electric current in it. So they flip a switch, the worms start squirming because they're literally getting electrocuted. And you flip it up.
Real worms.
Yeah, and you flip it off and they stop. So what happened was a producer was walking by, saw him directing, and he yelled, "Action!" Someone off who the producer couldn't see hit the switch, the worm started squirming, he yelled, "Cut!" The worm stopped. So the producer was like, "This guy can direct."
He can direct a bunch of worms.
He can get them to do what he says. I guess that's what the guy thought. And
You can give it worms to do it. You can get anyone to do it.
so yeah, this was James Cameron's big break.
The odds of us getting out of here.
They're the odds. Splendid astronauts Edward Albert and Aaron Moran battle hordes and hideous shadow demons. Encounter the razor-sharp living brass.
We.
Souls just to discover the only way out.
One of the few actors of the trailer credits is Erin Moran, the lady getting wrapped around in the vine. She was best known for starring on this 70s sitcom called Happy Days, where she played Joni.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, Joni from Happy Days starred in a film where with giant worm rapes, severed arms throwing stars, and mutated greasy aliens.
We also get an early pre-Freddy Krueger appearance by Robert Englund.
I don't know what to say. It's a fun, not very complex, but it's a fun, creepy film, and if you're into sci-fi horror, I recommend it.
You're not there.
Ugh.
It's been waiting a billion years to scare you to death.
But I will say, this movie's title kind of lies. I mean, it's called Galaxy of Terror, but the whole film takes place on a single planet. Where's the galaxy, man?
They're floating through it during the whole entire time.
Where's the goddamn fucking galaxy? And also,
Did they explain it?
no.
Ah.
Well, there is a backstory to a particular character that goes way back. That whole, it's been waiting a billion years to scare you to death, that seems like a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, probably.
Think you might check it out?
Yeah.
Sweet. Till next time.